Thanks, Karthik, for posting the word of the day.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we have Bala also joined.
Can we start now?
Yeah, it's 7:10. Please go ahead.
Very good morning to all Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I will be the Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the 333rd meeting of our Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. As everybody in their life has the mission to achieve their goals, likewise Toastmasters also has the mission. Toastmasters Club also has the mission. So our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in develop their personal growth and personal self-confidence. Before we get into the meeting, there are 3 ground rules which we need to follow during the entire meeting. Rule number 1 is, since it is a virtual meeting, mute your microphone if you are not speaking, and turn off your camera if you may be distracting the speaker. Rule number 2, as Toastmasters, we should not speak about sex, religion, and politics. Kindly refrain from speak about these 3 topics. Rule number 3, do not crosstalk or unmute when the speaker is on the stage. So before I introduce our presiding officer, let us have a small trivia about Toastmasters, because there are some new Toastmasters also in this meeting, I guess. The first one is, what date marks the official anniversary of Toastmasters International? Any answer? What date marks the official anniversary of Toastmasters International?
October 24.
It is, yes, it is October 22. The
Sorry.
year was 1924.
1924, October 22.
Yeah. Next one is, in which year did Toastmaster International begin publishing the Toastmaster magazine? Any guesses?
What is the question? What is the question?
In which year did Toastmaster International begin publishing the Toastmaster magazine? Magazine. It is 1933. And the third one is, was the first district organized? When was the first district organized in Toastmasters International? Any guesses?
1974.
No, it is 1934.
34. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And now I introduce our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. He is 56 years young and who is originated from Hyderabad and settled in Chennai for last 24 years. He enjoys with people, and he strongly believes that anything can be done as a team. He enjoys music of all genders and reading books. He admires Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. He keen on working for environmental issues. After a break from 35 years of work in India and MNCs, now he started his entrepreneurial journey to do something big back to the world and the people. Now I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, for that warm introduction. Let us talk something about space today. I just wanted to know if you all know who is Captain Sudhanshu Shukla. Anyone knows Captain Sudhanshu Shukla?
Second Indian to go up in space.
Thank you, GTM Satish Menon. Anyone else who can elaborate on that? He was in the news very recently. India was celebrating about it.
Yeah, he recently went back to the space and came back.
Yeah, thanks, DTM Alex Jacob. That's good. I know it's important for us to keep us updated with what is happening in the world, and in today's space is another thing where India is also contributing very well. Okay, so after Sudhanshu Shukla, an Indian Air Force test pilot and astronaut who became the first Indian to travel to International Space Station on the Axiom mission A4 in 2024. After he has returned, spending 20 days in the space, he's back in his apartment, and he was getting used to the life on Earth. And he was working on his laptop, literally keeping it on his lap. And once he is done, he let it go. After he closed the laptop and he let it go, thinking that it will float and it's taken care. Whereas it dropped on the floor, and luckily the carpet on the floor saved the laptop, and there was no breakage, but it gave a profound message to everyone, and to astronaut Sudhanshu Shukla himself and everyone around, that once we get used to an environment, we learn it quickly, and especially when it is easy things and luxury things, we learn very quickly, and we unlearn what we would have learned maybe 20-30 years back, for 20-30 years, and we would have practiced it every day in our life, but it is very easy to unlearn as well. This is the same thing in our everyday life also, that we can learn a lot of things with practice, but when we find something easier or distracting, and which we'll have to practice for few days without any choice, we unlearn all the things, whether it's good or bad, what we have learned earlier, and we get used to the new way of living, and it becomes our way of life. Why this is so profound and important is, if we want to do anything new, it is very important that we make it part of our life, day in and day out. We do it, practice, and then it becomes natural for us to do that. That is what Toastmaster also tells all of us, that you keep practicing your speeches, it becomes your way of delivering good speeches. You'll become a good speaker, and you will become a good communicator, and obviously you will be a great leader. On this note, I declare the meeting number 333 is open. I'd like to welcome and request the guests to give a brief introduction about themselves. May I request Divyadarshini to give a brief introduction about herself? Divyadarshini. Our Toastmaster Umana Nataraj. Can you please?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's always a pleasure to attend the Wake Up Toastmasters Club meeting. So I joined as usual at 7, and I'm the president of Speak Magic Club, which is running in hybrid mode. So we meet offline once a month, and the remaining 3 weeks we are online. So I take this opportunity to extend an invitation to all of you also to attend our club meetings, which happens on Saturday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And I look forward to great learnings from this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Anyone else? Any other guest? Divyadarshini, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself? comfortable. Toastmaster Arun Vignesh.
Yeah, hi Satish. Hi everyone. So it's good to see you all in the morning. So my name is Arun Vignesh. I'm part of Chennai Speakers Forum. So um, I once visited your Toastmaster Club just in a joint meeting. So that's why I came to know you all. So happy to meet you again. And then I'm doing evaluation. So I hope I can do my job well.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arun Vignesh. We have one more guest, Baba Amit. So Ahmed, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, is my voice audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah, good morning all. This is Baba Ahmed, and I have been following this Toastmasters for quite some time. But unfortunately, since it is on that Wednesday morning, I couldn't be able to attend because of my office timings and other things. So today, even I am attending it from my office only. So I would like to participate very actively in the upcoming sessions and get to enhance myself in terms of this communication and personal development skills. Hope I'll get the support from the forum on this regard.
Sure, Mr. Amit. Yes, Toastmasters is a platform where it's very supporting environment, and I'm sure you will achieve your goals of improving your
Thank you.
communication and development. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining our meeting, and I wish you will keep joining our meetings. Thanks so much for that.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Now we are going forward. I'd like to introduce a very active person who will take us through the meeting very systematically. He is a person who would like to meet people, understand their problems, and offer them solutions. He's always in clouds, and he is a person who is also very grounded, thinks of organic farming always, and wants to be with nature. He enjoys reading books, and he also plays guitar. Let me welcome Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Balamurugan. Welcome, Balamurugan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As introduced, my name is Bala Murugesan, shortly called as Bala, and happy to be the Toastmaster of the day. As the Toastmaster of the day, my role is to guide through the meeting, introduce our segment, speakers, make everything run smoothly like a blended organic smoothie. So why did I take organic food or meth? See, I took a break in my career for 5 years and then I was into organic farming. I identified the different passion and the sustainability. So what happens usually is in a recent organic food has become more like just a health trend or a lifestyle choice, and it's growing a lot of popularity towards like a quick sprouts of microgreens. Some of us believe that organic is more towards nutritious or not necessarily true, and somebody thinks okay something without pesticide. So it's a myth in between. So what is actually an organic food? So organic food usually makes encourages it to be a sustainable farming and reduces exposure to certain chemicals and other support soil health. So soil has the maximum bacterial content. The good bacteria, bad bacteria. So the good bacteria help the whatever the crop to grow, and the bad bacteria kills it. So the choice of identifying good and bad bacteria and encouraging it to grow makes a sustainable farming. Earlier we had cows, you have cow dung, so it is a manure. Right now, when tractor comes into picture, the challenges you don't get a manure, so you need to go for a fertilizer-based manure. How do you manage it? So as we go through the meeting, I would encourage each of you to think or share your own bite-sized anecdotes giving about what organic living depends on you. As an introduction part, every meeting has a great or a fantastic theme. So let me introduce our role players. Can I proceed? Is it my thing? I can go ahead as I'm introducing the other, or would it be the?
Yeah, go ahead, Bala. Go ahead, Bala.
Okay, thanks. So our counter is Toastmaster Navneethan, who will help us cut down or filler words.
No, you need to
Remaining-
call the general evaluator.
Oh, okay, done. So I would request the general elevator, my friend Toastmaster Gayatri.
No, Gayatri is not there. I'm the general evaluator.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Alex. So I would request the general elevator, Alex, to take up the proceedings, please.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Bala. So we have an interesting theme, and we have interesting role players also today for playing all the roles. So tag team is the timer, R counter, and grammarian. So timer role is played by Satish Menon DTM. So may I request Satish Menon DTM to read out the guidelines for the timer role? Thank you, DTM Alex. A very good morning to everyone. Time is of the essence to everyone, and yes, in a Toastmasters meeting also, we need to have respect for time. As a timer in today's meeting, I will be timing the prepared speeches, evaluations, and table topics. And in the background, I'm also timing the time taken for each session, which I've already halfway through it. So let's start with the prepared speeches. For prepared speeches, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. And if it is an icebreaker speech, it's 4 to 6 minutes. So at the end of 5 minutes, my background screen will turn green. It will remain green till the time it is 6 minutes, at which time it will turn to yellow. And it will remain yellow till it is time to show the red, which is at 7. So it will turn to red. It will stay on as red till the time the speaker finishes their speech. For an icebreaker speech, the green will be at 4 minutes, the yellow at 5 minutes, and the red at 6 minutes. For table topics, the time is 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, the background screen will turn green. At 1 minute 30 seconds, it will turn yellow. And at the 2 minute mark, it will turn red. It will stay on at red till the time the speaker finishes their speech. For evaluations, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, the background screen will become green. At 2.3, it will become yellow, and at 3, it will become red. It will stay on as red till the time the speaker finishes their speech. So I request anyone who's speaking to kindly tag me or keep me in their vision so that you can see the timer cards change appropriately, and you will be able to time your speech in the right manner. I'll provide my report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and back to you, general evaluator DTM Alex Jacob. Thank you, DTM Satish Menon. Now, may I request the R counter Navneetha to read out the guidelines for R counter role?
Sure. Thank you, DTM Alex. Good morning, everyone. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pass filler by anyone who speaks today. During this meeting, I will listen for overused words like and, well, but, so, and you know. Also, filler sounds like are. Also, when a speaker repeats certain words like or phrases like I or this means. And then at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Alex.
Thanks a lot, Navneetha. Thanks a lot. Now, one of the other important roles is a grammarian role. So may I request a grammarian Toastmaster Karthik to read out the guidelines for the role.
Thank you, DTM Alex. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is fallacy. It's a noun meaning a mistaken belief, especially one based on unsound argument.
Think his network is down or not sure what's up.
Yes, we can't hear him. He's facing some network issues.
Anyway, I assume that he will join back in a few minutes. So let's continue with the meeting. So thank you all the role players, and over to Toastmaster of the day. We will get back to our report at the later part of the meeting. And over to Toastmaster of the day, Bala.
Thank you, DTM Alex. As there was a small discussion about the organic farming, so anything which grows without an external additional boosters or a catalyst, we say it's inorganic. So organic, we make it sustainable and do it. When we talk about the prepared speeches segment, where our speakers present about well-crafted speeches as part of the Toastmaster journey, every speech is unique and flavored. First speaker is DTM Satish Menon, delivering part presentation mastery, speech titled The Brighter Side of Everything. DTM Satish Menon is a first generation IT entrepreneur having more than 2 decades of experience in IT field. He has been a Toastmaster since 2013 and has risen up ranks from club level to area, division, and district. He is a distinct area director and a presiding distinguished division director. He has been a conference chair and a co-conference chair for 2 district conferences. He was the club growth director for DA2B in 2019-20, program quality director for D120 in 2020-21, district director for 2021-22, and is now the immediate past district director. I feel humble in introducing DTM Satish. Please, sir.
You will have to call the speech evaluator to read out the speech guidelines. Yeah.
Who would be the speech evaluator as per the minutes?
Yeah.
The speech, who would be your speech evaluator?
Daniel Anthony.
Daniel, yeah.
I would request Daniel Anthony to evaluate DTM Satish Menon's speech. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, TMOD Bala. My target speaker, DTM Satish Menon, is giving his project on level 3. His pathway is presentation mastery. His objective of his speech is to begin developing a humorous stories and to present in a speech that includes humor. And he started in his speech. He started working to add humor to a speech through anecdotes and stories. I wish you all the best, DTM Satish Menon. Over to you.
Yeah, before DTM Satish Menon starts, who's going to take care of the timer for?
No, I have set it up myself. I've got another screen happening, so I'll take it up.
Okay, thank you so much, DTM Satish. Yeah.
So, good morning, everyone. When I was in school, there was a number which I was very happily or unhappily associated with. And today, when we call Make in India, adapt things which are made in India, that was a number which I adopted when I was in school, which was invented in India. Any guesses for that number? It was the first made in India number, which is 0. Now, all of you know that 0 was invented in India by the great astronomer Aryabhatta. And what better way to implement a made in India number during your school days? Sometimes it used to happen by choice. Sometimes it used to happen not by choice. Now, school was an interesting place. They taught you a lot of subjects, without really wanting to know whether you wanted to learn this subject or not. So I was always under this confusion as to why are they teaching us geometry and algebra and all, which will never be used, at least by me, in my days to come. I always used to ask the teacher, what is the point in doing this a plus b the whole square and a square plus b square plus c square, or find out, trying to prove Pythagoras' theorem? If Pythagoras has already proved it, why do you want to prove it again and again? She was not amused, and she used to say that it will help improve your logic. So then I used to ask her, if logic is going to be improved by doing maths, what about people who don't like maths? Do you think that they'll be illogical persons? She didn't have an answer to that. Only thing she gave me was a remark in my calendar to call my father and saying that your son is asking unnecessary questions in class. But that was what taught me how to question things as I go along in life. Now, the best part about zero is it makes a lot of difference into where it falls. Does it fall before the number or does it fall after the number? Say, for example, a 0.7 out of 100 is not a good way to look at your marks. But 90 out of 100 is a good way to look at it. And in my case, most of the times in maths and science, it used to fall before. So the marks used to be 0.9 out of 50 or 0.7 out of 50. Whereas in languages and social studies and other things, it used to be like 90 out of 100, in some cases 100 out of 100. A lot of people at that point of time used to say, what will languages teach you? What is history going to teach you? You can only get ahead in life if you are good in maths and science. But that was a wrong fallacy. Okay? Today we know it's wrong. Okay? But at that point of time, in our country, if you didn't know maths and science, you are doomed. But I was this one of these, I would say, lucky few who were wanting to prove it wrong. So I just waded through the trailing zeros and the leading zeros. Leading zeros in maths and science, trailing zeros in physics, languages and history and geography. It didn't make any difference. My parents were not very happy because, like every parent, they also wanted their son to get into IIT. I did get into IIT, but that is a story for another day. Or rather, I walked into IIT multiple times, but that's a story for another day. As I passed out of school, thanks to my love for languages and my love for humanities, I was forced to take up maths and science because peer pressure. At that point of time, if you didn't take maths and science after getting distinction in your state board, people would kind of look at you to say, what has something happened to him? So peer pressure, parental pressure made me take science. I took science in college and I spectacularly failed. I still remember the mark sheet in physics, 0.4 out of 100. A lot of people used to ask me, are you not afraid? I said, I'm not afraid. I'm happy that I got this. How many people can dare to achieve this kind of marks and still go to their parents and say, I got 0.4 out of 100? I went and told my dad. He was very angry, but then I told him, look, you put me in a subject which I don't like. So this is what you will get out of it. But there was no choice at that point of time. Somehow I got out of college, not with very great marks. But then I realized that when I started working, nobody even asked for my mark sheet. The first job I went, selling software to stockbrokers, that person just looked at my resume and said, can you sell this software? I said, yes, I can sell this software. And I went about selling software to stockbrokers, walking up and down Bombay Stock Exchange. Today, what people call as elevator talk. I used to do staircase talk. My second job, I got because of the love for rock music. My interviewer, he was an IIT IIM graduate. When he was interviewing me, he said, your marks are nothing to talk about. But somehow we clicked because of rock music. He and I shared a liking for that rock band Jethro Tull. So half an hour we were talking about Jethro Tull, and then he said, I'm hiring you. So he hired me. The third job I got, that is because of the skills I learned on my second job. And in my fourth job, I was an entrepreneur. So when I look at it, zeros definitely work based on where they go in life. But everything in life, you have to look at the positive side of things. When I got 0.4 out of 100, some people would say life is over. For me, life was just beginning. I said, how many people can take this mark sheet and walk around and say you can get 0.4 out of 100? And did it make any change to my life 35 years, 40 years now? Nothing. Life has been even more better than what I would have visualized it to be. Okay. Does not liking maths and science made any change to my life? Definitely not. Okay. Definitely not. I have learned a lot. I today love to read. That reading has taken me to a lot of places. That reading has helped me to build an organization, grow an organization, and then kind of sell that organization later on. So for all of you who look at zeros, to only say zeros are dreaded figures, please, zero is just a figure. Look at it where it falls. End of the day, we'll all like it to fall it as a trailing zero, not as a leading zero. But always look at the bright side of life. Like when they say the story, an optimist fell 12 stories, and at every story he said to his friends waiting below, I am okay still. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Due to some emergency situation, looks like Bala has left some medical emergency. So I know that Dr. Murugesan, you don't have any, you have not taken any role today. Is it okay for you to do PMOD role, taking impromptu and do it? You don't have to follow anything, just call out the details and that would be sufficient.
Yeah, the topic was something different, no? It's okay.
Yeah, you can, it's okay. You can, do it impromptu way, however you like.
Okay.
Given the extraordinary situation circumstances.
Okay. Not an issue.
Thank you, Dr. Murugesan. And next is prepared speech. It will be given by me. And my evaluator is Arun Vignesh. You can call out the details, Dr. Murugesan.
Okay. So I have to send the agenda of that 1 minute. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So there are two speeches today. The first speech by the first speaker is Toastmaster Sadish Menon, sir. So his pathway is presentation mastery.
No, he just completed his speech. You can go with my second speech.
Okay, sorry. So the second speaker, the prepared speech session by the second speaker, Toastmaster Sivakumaran. So Sivakumaran is the so his speech is related with this presentation mastery, level 4 project elective, the public relations strategies. So the title is Building the Bridges. So over to Sivakumaran.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
The evaluator for Sivakumaran is Toastmaster Kumarvel.
Okay,
no issues.
Arun Vignesh.
No issues. I can read out the project objective. So thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for reading out and then helping me. So let me repeat that. My target speaker, Sivakumaran, is in presentation mastery pathway, and he's trying his level 4 project public relationship strategy. And let me read out the project objective. The purpose of this project is for the members to practice the skills needed to effectively use public relations strategies of any group or situation. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of their public relations strategies. Timer, please note down the timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And all the very best, Sivakumaran, and over to you.
Yeah, Murugesan, you can read out my title. That is enough.
Yeah. So for the second speaker, Toastmaster Siva Kumaran. So the title is Building Bridges. So over to Toastmaster. Second speaker, over to TM Siva Kumaran.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a software engineer by profession, and for a long time, I don't understand the between the terms marketing, advertisement, and public relations. Since I'm not from a sales background or I never worked in a sales environment, I was in the fallacy this terms doesn't concern me. But after a long time, I realized understanding these business jargons are important, and especially public relations is silently influencing our life without us knowing about it. My dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I am going to talk about what is public relations and why it is important to us. Looking back, my first experience with public relations happened when I was 12 years of age. I grew up in a large family, and all our cousin brothers and sisters get together in our family function, have good time. Here, the villain of the story is our aunt, my father's sister's sister-in-law. She also have a son of our age, and her only intent in our family function is to make her son famous. So she go and approach all the relatives and say how he's academically strong. She go and say, brother, my son is so smart. He always gets first rank in his class. Grandma, my son is so brilliant. He he is the favorite student of the headmaster. The reality could be something different, but the result of her actions in the family events, my cousin brother is given first preference in all the important matters, and all of us other kids were not given any importance at all. Perhaps if my aunt hadn't promoted her own son as the brightest star of the whole galaxy, we all of the other kids would have enjoyed more and come out of our childhood with more fond and joyful memories. Later, after many years, I understood what my aunt did was a perfect public relation strategy. And after many years, I had a pivotal moment in understanding what a public relations when I was 4 years experience. We got a mail from our HR that we are not allowed to discuss our company's internal matters in social media because it affects the company's reputation and also our public relations. Looking at this word, again the question popped up in my mind is what is the difference between marketing, advertisement, and public relations is? So I started Googling because I need clarity. I cannot continue with the fallacy that it is not important. I started Googling and got the perfect example and answer for the question. That is, imagine I have a girlfriend and I am hanging out with her. When I go out, I tell her she's so beautiful, she is so smart, and she is so uh, successful. That means I am telling the right thing to the right person. That is aligning my answer to audience's desire. This is called as marketing. On the other hand, I tell her, I am so smart, I am so successful, I am so handsome. She is lucky to have me as my girlfriend, lucky to have myself as her boyfriend. That is called as advertising. At last, I come to you, all my club members. I say, guys, please go and tell my girlfriend that Shiva is smart, successful, and he is handsome. You are lucky to have Shiva as your boyfriend. And you go and do the same. That is called as public relations. Public relations is the process in which how a brand or an organization is communicating its with customers. It is the bridge between brand and image. Brand, what the company tells about itself, how it portrays. Image is how the customers are perceiving the company, the impression they have on the company. So if the bridge between the brand and image is linked together and it is on a straight line, that means a perfect public relations strategy is in place. Moving on, we have discussed about what is public relations. And now we have many public relations strategies to implement. For example, press release, social media, public event, private event, strategic partnership, video content, and along with many other, and also including crisis mitigation. But the most important and foundation of all the public relations strategy is building and maintaining trust with con- continuous and authentic communication. You may ask why trust is important, because trust to public relations is like the root of a tree. So it is very easily we can work on the exterior, like trimming, like watering the leaves, trimming the branches, and painting the exterior. But if the roots are not strong and healthy, one heavy wind will bring the whole tree down. Similarly, content and the ads, events, etc., they are like leaves. They look so beautiful from outside. But it is the roots, the truth, which is holding the brand standing tall, especially during heavy events. Coming to conclusion, as a kid, I never understand why perception matters so much and how someone else's story can overshadow my truth. But today, public relations has taught me perception is not shaped by what we are, but it is shaped by what we show and what we consistently communicate. It also taught me image without trust is fragile and trust without communication is invisible. So, whether you are a brand speaking to millions or you are a child longing to be seen in a family gathering, it all comes down to this. What is the story we are telling, and are we telling the story with sincerity? Public relations is building the bridges. The our if when our message is clear and our connections are strong, PR can turn our ambitions into achievements. Thank you, and over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Sivakumaran, for a wonderful speech. And normally, um, see, the opportunities usually comes, but we are planning in certain way, like we have to achieve certain things in our life. But we need some relations, some public relations. We have to market ourselves, what we have, what to show to the public, what authenticity we have. So that route is mainly important for developing ourselves or developing our strategy of working in the way how we want. And most of the time, I usually think I have to take this TMOD role every time if I'm thinking someone have taken. So I never expected that accidentally I got this TMOD role. That is the thing which usually have happened. No, the accidents phase in a different directions, which we never expect certain things, but unfortunately or fortunately, our expectations comes in the way what we want. So in that way, also today I got the TMO role. Thank you for that. And next, the important things which we expect is this table topic session. So the today's table topic master, Sadish Kumar sir, you are at TTM.
Yes, Dr. Murugesan.
So over to our TTM for this table topic session. I introduce TTM Sadish sir for this.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murugesan, for introducing me. And the theme of the day is organic food. So the table topics will be based around that, and I would invite and encourage all the guests to participate in the table topics. For the table topics, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes, and the timing signals are green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. And at 2 minute 30 seconds will be the another 30 seconds is the grace period, beyond which in a competition the table topic speaker will be disqualified. So the first topic is for somebody who volunteers first.
Yeah, this is Anand here, Toastmasters from Perambur Toastmasters Club. I can go ahead with the first topic.
Yeah, thank you, Anand, for coming forward to take up the table topic. The topic for you, Anand, is why organic? Toastmaster Anand, why organic?
Very good morning, Toastmasters. It's like organic is always better and safer for a better tomorrow. As I always believe, like something happens organically, so automatically it saves the money, and more importantly, it has been pretty healthy, and more importantly, it is sustainable. So these are the main three reasons that we need to go organic. For an example, if you are being thinking about a process of organic vegetables, it's like it is always better to eat organic vegetables, and there are many options available currently. And if you always see, like as a medical, always we will be seeing like risk benefit ratio. So in terms of risk benefit ratio, always like organic scores and have a better edge over the other things. And more importantly, if you see building up of some personal skills, like public speakings, if I've been attempting and coming forward and speaking in terms of forums, if it has been in an organic way, it's like, for an example, I need to have a goal like for next 6 months, I am going to participate in all the contexts or taking role. So organically, my skill sets will be increasing and developing, rather than attending few seminars or few motivational speeches, or just going ahead with attending a few how to become a better public speaker in 1 hour or 2 hours workshop will never going to help me, and going to build my base of public speaking and communication. So I always believe like something has been done in an organic way, it is sustainable and it has been maintainable, and moreover, like success is not an easy task, and it is not going to come to us in one immediate one way. It takes time, and I believe something if we do organically, it is we are going to be there. Over to table topic master. You also agree with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for the quick response on the why organic as a table topic. Now I would like to invite another guest.
Toastmaster Milton, sir.
Yeah, there are other guests also who have come forward. Toastmaster Uma Nataraj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Toastmaster Uma Nataraj. The topic for you is organogram. The topic for you is organogram.
Organogram, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just explain what it is? I'm not able to figure out what it is.
It's basically an organization structure which is shown in a pictorial form. Maybe we can you can take another topic.
Okay.
The organic cloth. Organic
Organic
cloth. Organic clothing.
clothing. Okay. So how many of you believe that health is wealth? Raise your hands. Thank you. I'm sure everybody acknowledges that. So whenever we buy clothes or any product, we look for the what do you say, the quality of that product. So we should always believe that quality is more important than the what do you say, the price or whatever. So always go for quality. So when you go for quality, you should always consider that it has to be useful to you, and at the same time it will be helpful to you and also protective. So when you consider clothes, why go for organic clothes? So what do you mean by organic clothes? Something which maybe does not harm us, like cotton clothes. And nowadays synthetic clothes are manufactured, but then you never know what chemicals are used in that. Whereas cotton is always very safe. And always check the quality, like whether they have used any chemicals in manufacturing that cloth. Just like when you see for the food products, you have to be careful in buying the cloth also, because some they cause irritation, they cause those skin irritations and things like that. So don't go for cheap clothing. Always depend on the quality, and always it is believed that the more you pay, you get the better quality. But then also you have to be careful. So be careful while buying clothes also. Check the details, how it is manufactured and things like that, and definitely it will help you. So go for organic clothing, which does not use chemicals, and it is manufactured in a good way, because health is wealth. I'm sure you'll consider this while buying your clothing. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoj Raja. I'd invite Toastmaster Mr. Milton to take up the topic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the topic for you is organic growth.
Organic
growth.
growth.
Milton, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the topic. And this is the first time I have been Toastmasters for more than 25 years. And this is the first time a Toastmaster, a table talk master is giving this beautiful topic. So I thank you so much for this. There is a growth. That is, everyone should have the growth in his body, in his mind, in his heart, in his soul. And this should be a part of our character. This should be our part of our DNA. All of us must remember, being aware, there are three types of personalities we are having, three in one, like the Demu Mohan film or some other film, Moonru Mugam Rajini acted, three in one. That is, one is that is physical personality, and another is the mental personality, that is psychological personality. Third is that the social, that is spiritual personality. If all these things are going together, if we are able to pull ourselves in the correct way, for example, the yoga can help us to some extent in this. The organically we can grow together the three personalities without any break. Sometimes if we feel depressed, we won't go for gym, or we won't go for exercise or something like that. Then also even I am aging 70 plus. Now it more important is for me, even though physical or other things may be facing some issues, I should be strong in my spiritual personality, because it is the time after 60 or something, then after 50 also nowadays, you are here for any person. One must, when you face the challenges, you must keep the spirit high, and that will take you to heights, and that can make you more organic person, organic personality, so that we can face the challenges of the day. Whatever, every day we have to face firefighting, every day we have to face the difficulties, obstacles, struggles. So it was told in Jacob, just one line, conclude. That is, Jacob was fighting with God, and he was studying. God was telling him, "You have fought with not only people, men, and you have also fought with this your environment, whatever may be, and also you have fought with divine God. So we have to fight with sometimes we have to fight with Satan as well as God also, and also with people. And for that, we must have the organic personality, and that for the 3-in-1, we should be there. We should have the growth only in that point, at that point. Thank you so much, TT Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Milton, for that speech. You gave a different dimension to the organic growth. Thank you so much. A spiritual direction. Now I would request those guest Divyadashini to take the next table topic. Yeah, Divyadashini.
Yeah, yes, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Yeah. The topic for you is organization. The topic for you is organization. Divyadashini.
Organization.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Good morning. So, organization in the sense, it has a upper role on below. There are many people assigned to them, so they will be reporting to them. So that was an organization. So without an organization, can a single person lead an organization or work only with a single person? No. So when we hire people and when we allocate them, whether it can be whether up to down or down to up, in the sense whether the upper category reporting, so the down category reporting to the upper one, whether the work aligning assigned to them or going as per the SOP, the standards of operation, or can we say like managers reporting to the vice presidents reporting to the presidents. So without an organization, a company or a business, it can't run with only one person handling every those things. So with the standard of operations, each members will be so with the organization, each members know what they wanted to do, and they will allocate, and they know the procedure of how to what the work they are assigned and how they are doing it, so they can get the feedback from the upper persons who are they reporting to. Reporting to, and also yeah, if I'm starting a business with only me, I couldn't hold all the advertisements, marketing, or the technical part and website building. So whatever the production from manufacturing, or maybe the advertisements or sales part. So I need someone who could come and help me with those things. So I set up an organization where I will have my own SOP to maintain my standards, what I wanted to do in the organization. So I will maybe train under me to work for me, to work with me. So that's what an organization is. So I feel in any company or any business or any communities, the organization is very important to hold what the vision and mission the person or founder is holding. So he has to train or teach, or he has to integrate the vision and mission to every person who is joining the team. So with this, I'm concluding. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Divyadashini. Explained organizational requirements very well. Thanks so much. The next topic is waiting for a volunteer.
I'll go first, sir.
Yeah, Toastmaster.
I'm Kumarvel.
Yeah, Kumarvel. Yeah. The topic for you is organic color. Organic color, Toastmaster Kumarvel.
Organic color, is it, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so undoubtedly, organic colors are green and brown, and green, brown, and I would say red also, right? So these are called organic colors. And recently, in one of Toastmasters, I came to know that people use green color to calm down someone, right? Someone claimed that in all operation theaters across the world, people use green color dress, especially the doctors, during operations to calm down and get the work done peacefully. They use green color. And similarly, like wood color, right? So the brown color is one of the color which is, you know, keep ourselves, it gives a different feeling. Each color gives a different feeling, basically. So I think for one of the interior work, I was doing a little bit of R&D, and I found that each color brings a different emotion from us. Some colors bring calmness in us. Some color, brings happiness in us. Some color intensify our feeling. For example, yellow intensify our feeling, right? So, and like I said, green and um, the red color of the soil and wood color, right? These three are organic colors. That's why I think wherever you go, if you see all these colors, you will see some energy getting created. Some kind of peacefulness is accessible to you. That's why people go to natural places like hills, where trees are there, forest. They go and wander around that place, and they feel energized and come back. Multiple reason to it, and one of the reason is the color that makes a difference. That's the organic color. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kumarveer. The next topic is again waiting for the next volunteer. Can I invite guest Nirmala
Toastmaster,
Jaiwal?
this can be the last topic in the interest of time.
Yeah, maybe another two topics.
One.
One. Okay. Yeah, Toastmaster. Sorry, guest Nirmala Jaiwal.
Hi, sir. I have joined today only.
Yeah, that's fine. If you'd like to speak on a topic.
First I will listen, sir, because I am not much about to explain.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, guest Krishnan. Or any other volunteer? Any Toastmaster?
Yeah, I can take it up, Satish. I will give one more.
Thank you, Shivkumaran. The topic is what you are going to look forward to. Organic breakfast. Organic breakfast, Toastmaster Shivkumaran.
Thank you, Toastmaster, table topic master, and good morning, all the guests and Toastmaster members once again. Organic breakfast. See, we start our day. If we start our day all the time, but if we start it with a perfection, throughout the day, it will be carry forwarded. That is the truth. For example, you go for a run or a walk, brisk walk for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, your body will be ready to carry on the energy throughout the day. Even you face any challenges or disturbances, you won't feel worried about it. Similar way, organic breakfast is most important. We Indians usually go with idli and dosa, but after a certain point of time, I realized they are not very healthy, but I don't debate with that. But it is my perception, I would like to say. So, you know, especially the vada and all is too much of oil content, which is not really healthy to have. So I was looking for an alternative. What is the food I can have, which I can eat organically and have it have my health maintained and have my energy also kept up at the higher level throughout the day. So first I started with the salad. I had all this fruits and sorry vegetables, carrot, beans, all a mixture of vegetables along with some uh, cheese or some butter and uh, saute it and eat that. I find it is okay, but still I started getting more hunger after 2 hours or 1.5 hours itself. Then I found my perfect morning breakfast, which even I have it today, all throughout the day for last 2 years. I would say that is, I have my smoothie made out of oats. So I have my oats and all the nuts like badam, cashew, and all the things, and some one amount of dates because dates is more of sugar. So one piece of dates I will use for sweetness, and one banana. This particular smoothie was very healthy because it gives you all the necessary proteins and vitamins what you want, and it will keep up you for a long time. For 4 hours, you won't feel hunger. So this is my piece of information I can share with all the group members as part of my table topics. Thank you, and over to you, Satish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivkumaran. We know your secret of fitness, a smoothie with oats. Thank you so much for that. And the table topic session is over now, and I hand over the podium back to Toastmaster of the Week.
Thank you, TTM, for conducting this table topic impromptu section with very interesting topics related with organic farmings and different type of. So you made it so interesting, kindling the mind within different way like organic colors, which I never expect like that. Okay, thank you so much. Usually, organic farming. What my thought is, I think it is over exaggerated in the things. It's nothing like what we have done one generation before. Is a thing that came back with a different transformation. That is the thing what I expect. For example, so I went to one hotel nearby. They have that one is called Potalam Italy. So Potalam Italy, they when I see that, it's I thought like it is something different. Then I ordered that. I have seen the rate also. It comes around more than 150 rupees. That Potnam Italy. They have kept. When I opened, there was 3 idli with this chutney chutney. So they wrapped in that banana leaves and kept and packed like that. And one day before they kept it, and we have to open it. So with that flavor of the banana leaves is coming out. This is usually when we are maybe when I'm the childhood, my mom or the nearby hotel in my village. This is usually more common, which they use not other than banana leaf. They use the lotus leaves. That is more fragrance and more tasty compared to this. So I was wondered. See, the thing is same, but they made it in a different way, and that is they're giving you new things like organic foods or organic things. But what the thing was, why it was so exaggerated? Because a lot of health issues are coming now at the day at this point of time, like a lot of cancer use, a lot of heart attacks, all this. Maybe that is related with this our lifestyle that they are correlating with that, and they are over exaggerating these things, which this is the usual things which our previous generations or previous ancestors they are following the path that we have to little bit at least we have to stick with that. That is the way we want to follow our lifestyle. That is the important thing which we want to learn the lesson from them. That is the thing which I want to share with you. Then now we can come to the last session of the meeting, which is the evaluation section. And to gain this through the sections, I'll hand over to the session to a general evaluator, Alex Jacob, Toastmaster Alex Jacob, for giving this report for the.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, impromptu Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you so much. And we will get into the evaluation first. So first is the speech evaluations. So first, may I call upon Daniel, who is evaluating Satish Menon's speech. May I request Daniel Andrew to give his evaluation.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Alex Jacob. First of all, congratulating to DTM Satish Menon for completing his speech on his Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 3 project. I hope all of us has enjoyed his speech, right? Because the opening of the speech, he started with when I was in school. So once we start remembering our school days, it is making us really interesting to listen what you are coming to say. The starting point you started with made in zero number. I adapted made in zero number, but I was thinking, what is that made in zero number? Then, beautifully you articulated your speech with the maths formula, geometry and algebra. So once you said geometry and algebra, so people are relating, because many of the people, those who dislike mathematics, may be relating that with the real situations. So your content of the speech was interesting and innovative. It is relatable to all the audience who were presenting in this meeting. And you, the way you described your school days, it was, with some funny thing and interesting to listen. And also you incorporated your clear message, trailing number, leading zeros and trailing zeros. It was the catchy line that I could capture from your message. Don't try to be a leading zeros, try to be a trailing zeros. But if it is the leading zeros, then also no worries, because that won't going to decide your future. So the transition between your speech, starting from the school days, college, and your work-life balance, you clearly indicated that the first job you got selling software to a stockbroker in Bombay market. And from the first job, you got another job, that second job, because of your some rock band music effect that is syncing with the interviewer and you. So that was the one thing. It is not that only the what we are going for in an interview. So something can help you to get you in. The third job, again, something you learned from your second job, you got a good job as the third job. Then again, fourth, you become an entrepreneurial job. And with this story of your personal story, you got a clear message to the audience that disliking maths or science is not going to be a failure of your life. Zero is a figure. Love to reading books, and overall, as per your speech evaluation, I got there are four good things: that your opening speech was commanding, and your content was so relatable to the audience, and your message was so clear and powerful, and your voice modulations, what you are trying to convey, is very clear and with the message, and the transition of your speech was very good. And for recommendation part, even with this, you can add, I think two more actionable tips to us. So that will be good. Yeah. Over to you, DTM Alex Jacob.
Thank you, Daniel. One quick observation: you need not repeat what the speaker have spoken already, because if you look from a speaker's angle, he knows what is the subject he was speaking. Now you are repeating back the same thing, may not give a value addition. So that could have saved some time, and you would have invested a lot of time in what are the positives and what are the areas one person could improve. So that's one thing you can incorporate in your later evaluations. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks a lot. And let's move on to the next evaluator, Arun Vignesh, evaluating Sivakumaran's speech. May I request Arun Vignesh to evaluate Sivakumaran's speech?
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Alex. What a speech it was. Before the Sivakumaran speech, we all know what a PR strategy is: bringing some beautiful heroine and then do some advertisement. That is what all we know. But after the speech, wow, there is so much things in this one. It's not only that bringing some beautiful heroines to do the advertisement, they have to build the trust and then authentic communication. So thank you for giving the very beautiful and strong message in this Wednesday morning, Sivakumaran, and I appreciate you that. I really loved the structure of your speech. So you beautifully structured it in what, why, and how. Let me explain that. What? When you explain what is PR strategy, when your audience are new, so you should explain what is really a PR strategy. And then you took the very simple and then reachable example of your auntie boasting your her son. So it is very relatable, and then we can see in every and all functions. So right away, when you say this word, this message is received to all the audience. When you say why, you took some serious example of a company is stopping you from doing some social media advertisement, and then you brought in one more example of the girlfriend. That was really a beautiful one. And then when you say how, what, why is good, how you need to do. So how you start introducing those beautiful words like trust and then authentic communication. And then you have given a beautiful example of what is that root and then the tree. And then when the heavy wind attacks, and then the root will keep the tree strong. So I really love this what, why, and how. So let me move to the hand gestures and then also the screen presence. I really loved you beautifully use this small screen. So you, when starting of the story, when you say this anti-example, right? So you move to the one part of the screen, and then you did a lot of movement in the screen. So it is make us the interactable, even though in the online. And then I really loved your hand gestures when you say brand and image, and then building the bridge. So everyone who listened to your speech is beautifully connected to your message with beautiful hand gestures. So I appreciate you for all those things. I do have some recommendations which will elevate your speech to the next level. Let me go with the first. So when starting off the speech, right, so you could have interacted with the audience, like, so you can brought in, so what is the audience and understanding of the public relationship strategies. So even though this is a very familiar word, but the different people, audience may have the different understanding, and then you can go into what, why, and how strategy. So that would really bring in the audience mindset of what they are really doing. So the one more recommendation is you could have blurred your background image. So there are a lot of distractions in that one. So overall, it was really a beautiful speech. You explained with a very structured way, and then I really love the hand gestures. So if you could have did some audience engagement and then blurred your background, it would be really good in your next speech. And all the very best. And thank you for this wonderful speech, Sivakumaran. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Arun Vignesh. Thanks a lot for this exhaustive and clean evaluation, I would say. Thank you so much. And let's move on to the tag reports. Now, first, may I call upon Satish Menon to read out the timing report.
Thank you, DTM Alex. So my timer report for this meeting is as follows. The Sergeant at Arms, when you opened the meeting, instead of 2 minutes, it was 3 minutes 51 seconds. The presiding officer had a 6-minute slot at the opening, but it took 8 minutes 38 seconds. We did not have the secretary report read out in today's meeting, so that saved us 2 minutes from the overall opening meeting minutes. The TMOD had 3 minutes for the opening, and he took 2 minutes 42 seconds. The general evaluator introductions and the overall tag team introductions took 5 minutes 4 seconds instead of the allowed 7 minutes 21 seconds. The speaker one, DTM Satish Menon, took 7 minutes and 16 seconds for his speech. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, took 7 minutes and 29 seconds for the speech. The TT session started 7 minutes late as compared to what was published in the agenda. The first Toastmasters TT speaker, Toastmaster Anand, took 2 minutes 10 seconds for the topic of why organic. The second TT speaker, Toastmaster Umar Natraj, on the topic organic clothing, took 1 minute 55 seconds. The third table topic speaker, Toastmaster Milton, on the topic organic growth, took 2 minutes 52 seconds. The fourth speaker, Toastmaster Divya Darshini, on the topic organization, took 2 minutes 28 seconds. The fifth speaker, Toastmaster Kumaravel, on the topic organic color, took 2 minutes 16 seconds. The fifth speaker, Toastmaster Shiva Kumaran, on the topic organic breakfast, took 2 minutes 30 seconds. The evaluation session started off 7 minutes late compared to what was published in the agenda. The first evaluator, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, took 3 minutes 48 seconds. And the second evaluator, Toastmaster Arun Vignesh, took 3 minutes 30 seconds. That's my timer report for today's meeting. Thank you, and back to you, DTM Alex Jacob.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon, for that wonderful timer report. Thank you. Thanks a lot, timer report. And let's move on to the ARC counter report. May I request Navanita to give out the ARC counter report.
Thank you, DTM Alex. So I would say from an account perspective today, it's a very clean meeting, without crutch or filler words much. So my report is the Toastmaster of the day, Dr. Murugesan, had 2 so's and 1 R, 1 arm. And the speakers, Satish Menon, DTM Satish Menon, had 1 R, and Shiva Kumaran had a repeat of like in air, in air. And then the evaluators, Arun Vignesh had a so a couple times, and Daniel, Toastmaster Daniel had 3 R's and 1 arms. From the table topic speakers, Toastmaster Anand had 1 R. Guest Milton had 2 arms, and guest Divya Darshini had 1 R. Kumaravel, Toastmaster Kumaravel had 1. So that's, the rest of I could not find any filler words or rich words or sounds from the other Toastmasters. That's my report. Over to you, to DTM Alex.
Thanks, Navanita. Thanks a lot. Now let's move on to the grammarian report. May I request Karthik, our grammarian, to give the grammarian report.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Alex. Here comes my grammarian report. The word of the day was used by Toastmaster Sivakumaran, and due to my internet issue, I could not properly follow. So apologies for that. And the words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts which I liked, Toastmaster DTM Satish Menon used like how to question things, you are doomed, peer pressure, spectacularly failed, in the interest of time, staircase talk. And Toastmaster Sivakumaran used business jargons, pivotal, popped up in my mind, image without trust is fragile, and guest Anand used risk benefit ratio. Success is not an easy task, it takes time. And guest Uma Natraj used the more you pay, the better the quality. Health is wealth. And Toastmaster Daniel Andrew used articulated, disliked, interesting, and innovative. And few usages, areas of improvement. One of the Toastmasters used she have a son. The correct usage is she has a son. And one of the Toastmasters guest used I'm aging 70. We could say I'm turning 70. Mm. One of the Toastmasters again used I started to get more hunger. We could say I started to get hungrier. And another usage is when I'm the childhood, we can say during my childhood. And all of us has enjoyed, one of the Toastmasters used. So it's all of us have enjoyed. And again, the pronunciation is entrepreneur. So the actual is it's entrepreneur. And with this, I conclude my grammarian report. Thank you. And over to you, DTM Alex.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. Thanks a lot. Now starts the general evaluation session. Today's meeting was something unique, and I think it was an impromptu meeting in many ways. So first of all, there was a confusion in the agenda. It was starting a meeting was start time was at 7:10 instead of 7:05. I'm not sure why that changed. So if there was a change, it should have been communicated to the members. That is number one. Second, our agenda term started on time. Uh, and what he did differently, that's one thing I keep telling to all sergeant at arms. In your 2 times, can you do something differently? So he had introduced trivia and asking questions. I think that's a good way. One suggestion for you is there are a few other things. If you are in-person sergeant at arms, probably you would have looked after the meeting room and things like that. Same way you need to look after the meeting room as in the Zoom setup. So the role players can rename themselves to the appropriate roles they are taking. And as far as possible, everybody could switch on the videos. All these requests you can make in the beginning. So naming conventions are very important. So that gives a professional feel. Presiding officer did start off well with interesting and inspiring story and introduce the guest. One suggestion could be the guests who have been repeatedly coming to your meeting. You can just call them and say, thank you so much for coming, because they are already there all the time. So no point of asking them to introduce again and again. I think that's enough, and that saves a lot of time. So that's one point. Now the Toastmaster of the day, I'm not sure what happened in between, but these are points where in which brings down the quality of the club. Suddenly in between, the Toastmaster of the day vanishes for some reason, and without at least giving an explanation would be there. I don't know. Was there any explanation given, or it wasn't? I missed it. I missed it.
Yes, Alex, he is having some emergency. Yesterday itself, he highlighted that his neighbor, they have to arrange for some medical emergency, ambulance and all. So that is why. But he said that he can continue. Only very extreme circumstances he has to leave. I think something medical emergency.
Okay. Fine, thank you, Shiva. Probably we would have some kind of a backup because we knew the situation that these are things which we probably need to take care. That is what, and thank you, Dr. Murugesan, for stepping in. I'm sure it was impromptu, but that is, for me, that also is a test for our whole Toastmaster learnings, right? What are you learning in Toastmasters? And if you're not able to apply somewhere, I think this is a classical test case where probably we can have a meeting like this wherein TMOD or general evaluation is not fixed, and Toastmaster of the day can call anyone as general evaluated. And we used to do that topsy-turvy meeting, not exactly the same way, but in a similar manner. We can have an impromptu meeting, and that actually tests the skill of real Toastmastering. So that's one thing. The speeches were good. That was the highlight of today's meeting. Evaluations were good. Some small suggestions here and there. And overall, I would say that there are a lot of things which we could improve in this particular meeting, because the more and more we do such meetings, the excitement and interest might come down. So a couple of suggestions. The guest group can be a little more energized and can create some content so that they are excited. Second thing is table topics is one thing which I am always finding it difficult. So if the guest is not at the beginning of the meeting, or at least at a reasonable time, he or she is not there, I think you should not be called for table topics. Most of the time, it's a wrong practice is setting in. They come for the table topics alone and they just leave. I think that is place where we need to be mindful. Second is, I think we need to make it mandatory to read out saying that those members of our club is called first, and which they don't have role. If all the members have a role, we can always call the tag team or relatively new members, they can speak. Then any volunteers, anybody can attend. So I think we need to make it mandatory. Otherwise, it gives an impression to anybody can walk in and again speak and just walk out. And so they will be only for the table topic session and getting the screen time. I think this, which we can avoid. So overall, I must say that probably this is a wake-up call for us to get things sorted before the meeting. I think ideally by 6:50 or 6:55, all the ExCom members should be there so that we can plan for the day and see that what is there, what is missing, and what could be done. If the communication that Bala, the Toastmaster of the day, might drop out in between, probably somebody else would have prepared for the whole thing, and there would not have been any disruptions. So these are things which we need to work on. So a friend of mine is into quality and Six Sigma. He says that an output is purely derived out of various touch points and various points which we do it correctly. So from the before the start of the meeting, during the meeting, and after meeting, I'm sure we have a lot of touch points to work on. Let's work on and ensure that the upcoming meetings are good and the quality is maintained. And over to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Kitkim, Alex, General Evaluator, for guiding us through this complete evaluation section, and also giving a lot of suggestions for us to organize this meeting in a proper way. And we will take this as a positive thought and ideas, which we try to follow this. We should follow this, the timings, everything. And now I call the Sagitams to launch the poll to our members. Daniel, Daniel to launch the poll. Sajitam, Daniel to launch the poll.
Yes. I'm just launching it.
So let us come to this theme of organic farming. So definitely this normally the agriculture which is a big revolution. The agriculture revolution is a big revolution, which in my childhood days, where because our basic is agriculture. When I was a childhood, normally the seed, the harvesting of the rice is normally for 6 to 8 months. So our area is normally Pudukkottai, Ramanathapuram, all is a water scarcity area where we have to depend upon the monsoon. So the monsoon will be there for maximum of 2 to 3 months. So within 2 to 3 months, we have to harvest. So it's a big challenging, and usually there is a 6 months duration of harvesting a paddy. So that because of the revolution, they have changed to 3 months, 4 months, then 2 months. So what happened is, like, if you're changing from 3 months to 2 months, so we have the yield. The yield is more because we are consigned in that monsoon time itself. So the gross yield is more, and we are able to make it. But the one thing is, because of these breed varieties of changing the durations, they are connected with this. These whether these are harmful or these are not authentic seeds like that. But one thing I want to tell is, one thing is we are able to cope up the scarcity of this food. The second thing is we are able to achieve this goal of getting this paddies, and in this way, in this revolution, we are able to make. But we have to find out in the long term of studies to find out whether that definitely have some issues with their health, or sometimes it may affect our general things. That all maybe in the due course we are able to. But one thing is organic, definitely organic, which our ancestors or which in the previous generation we have stick to that. That is definitely a good for that. But over exaggerating the things nowadays to make it more in a commercial way is all fallacy, I think so. So in that way, we have to properly understand the things and properly make the things in a way so that definitely the next generation would be a better generation. And we are in the situations where there is a huge changes in the revolutions of this type of organic things, which certain things are more, we are seeing everywhere these organic things, which we can prepare ourselves at home itself, these organic things, right? Which we are getting in a huge rate, or we can nearby have some spaces at home. We can cultivate these things, vegetables or something which we can use for home purpose. That's also good things. And whatever the things which we are following, the next generation is going to follow. So we are responsible for that, to practice that and to stick to that and give a strong message and information to our succeeders. So that is the information I want to give. And now I'll hand over the meeting to our President Officer, Team Satish Kumar sir.
Thank you so much, impromptu Toastmaster of the day, Dr. Murugesan. Thank you so much for taking up that role on the fly. And as we come to the end of the meeting, I have a couple of important things to tell all the members. That one is we are in this. We have to submit the club success plan, and all your inputs are valuable. Already, our VP Education, Toastmasters Rukmanan, has posted in the group about what is required. So please look at what levels you want to complete, so that we can present it to the Toastmasters website and follow through that. Also, the speech competition season is coming up very soon. So please think of which competitions you want to participate. What are your strengths, based on which, if you are preparing yourself for it to be good, we want to put up a good show, and we want to cross all our members to the cross the area level and go to division and district level, and we want to see our members to be podium finishers. So look forward for feedback from you all, and we want to make this a great successful club. Any feedback from any of the guests? And then if quickly before we close down the meeting, guest Krishnan, Devarashini. So there's no feedback. Yeah, Devarashini, you want to say?
Yeah, yes, Satish. Actually, today it was very lengthy session actually, but it is very contentful and meaningful. And also, I'm just very much surprised to see how the general evaluator evaluates the whole session from the starting, before starting the meeting to end of the meeting. It was very good observation. And also, every R counters or grammarize, everything was the evaluation was very clean and good. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate more feedbacks for the table topics also. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devarashini. Any other feedbacks? None. I think that brings us to the end of the meeting. I hereby declare the meeting number 333 adjourned.
The poll result is ready now.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah. The best main role player is DTM Alex Jacob. And the best prepared speaker, any guesses? It's a close result one. And the best prepared speaker is DTM Satish Menon. And the best evaluator, guest Toastmaster Arun Vignesh. And the best tag role player is Toastmaster Karthik. And the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Shiva Kumaran. So congratulations to all of you. Over to you, Satish Kumar, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the winners. And we adjourn the meeting here, meeting number 333. Thank you so much for all your enthusiastic participation, and see you next week, same time.
Thank
Have a good week ahead. Bye-bye.